Good morning. What's happening? Merry Christmas and all that jazz. Christmas Day 2021. If you've been keeping track of anything, there's lots supposedly going on, but there's been lots going on forever, right? It's an interesting time. And I say that all the time, but it is. It's such an interesting time if we really want to take your time to figure out what you think is going on, because it's obviously not what they're telling you. Now, there's things going on that you can't understand why they're not telling you. And by they, I mean our leaders, if they know, unless they don't know. What am I talking about? I'm talking about what's coming. Now, all indications lead to what's coming. It's what's been coming forever, right? To get a little esoteric there. But I was going to do a completely different video today, but I knew it would probably upset a few people, depress a few people, and it might give my mother a heart attack. So I don't want to do that. I'd like to keep her around for a little while. But I mean, the more you dig, the more you find out, if you really want to, because all the truths, and by truth is absolute in most cases. In all cases, I don't know. But truth is out there and it's in plain sight. You just have to look for it sometimes, or you have to decipher it. And other times it's just right out there. They'll tell you right away what the heck is going on. Now, civilization as we know it is a campaign of misinformation and misdirection. And the way things go down in history depends on who's writing the books. Who's writing the books? And it's freaking me out too, because like I said the last time, I didn't walk away. I ran away from the Catholic Church. And though I didn't pay too much attention in school, I paid enough to get the gist. I went to 12 years of Catholic school. So I paid enough attention to get a few bits of info here and there that nowadays are making me go, ha. And now as I'm revisiting Bible verses and TV shows and other information about scripture and this and that, I'm not on my way to becoming a priest or a prophet or any of that nonsense. But I'm also aware that most of those people that do call themselves those things are only doing it to confuse and to lie to you and me. It's the way it is. It's the way it's been. It's the way it's been. I mean, we can get all philosophical and sociological and esoteric and psychological, and we can start talking about consciousness and all that and what it means, but you guys do that, man. I'm on my journey. You're on yours. Everybody's on their own thing, right? But when you're bored, what do? What I do is I research. And when things don't make sense, things don't make sense. Now, I always also say the topics I'm talking about, these are differing views from what we are taught. It doesn't mean they're 100% correct, but it also doesn't mean they're 100% wrong. Now, there's many, many things which we have been taught purposefully wrong, completely wrong, from my perspective, and many others if you do enough Googling around, right? So people such as myself these days are called conspiracy theorists. That's nice. What I tell anybody is, show me proof of anything. The other day, somebody asked me, what do you think, the earth is flat? And I'm like, well, I don't know if it's flat, if it's round, if it's square. What difference does it make? And who cares? What I think, how is that going to affect your life? But what I don't take is anybody's word as gospel just because they say it. And I've always questioned things, and I've always gotten in trouble for it. Sent down to the principal, you're grounded. Why are you asking me this? Whatever. Lately, I'm asking some pretty simple questions and nobody has the answers to them. Things you would think are simple that don't seem to be. I rebranded the TheHighOnNetwork as discovering different realms or visiting different realms, or I forget what the heck I said right now because I just thought about it. But exploring different realms. That's right. So realms, that could be, different thoughts, different opinions, different ideas, different planes of existence. We're going to get into a little bit of that too at some point. But I wanted to keep it a little bit light today because my other option, which, man, I've been having some thoughts for a long time, and I've thought about how things don't make sense. And I've thought about how weird some things are. And then the more I read and the more I add my 2 + 2, the 4 comes out. And man, some things that I don't like to believe, but you kind of have to sometimes. Now, I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. My only reason for doing this is curiosity. Just other options. Yeah, this could have happened, but maybe this happened. That's always good. That's what science is supposed to be. It's not supposed to say the sun is 20 billion miles away. I haven't researched how far away it is. But honestly, a guy in a white coat tells you that and you believe it. Okay. We're archaeologists. So we're going to go and dig a hole somewhere. We find a bunch of different bones. What do? We make a puzzle. We put them together. We go through some ideas we might have had in our head. And then we put together this dinosaur. Yeah, it's possible that they existed. It's possible that they got wiped out by a meteor. Many things are possible. Do we know anything to be 100% true? No. But then there are fossils. Yeah, there are lots of fossils. Lots of things, lots of fakeries. Deception has been the name of the game since day one. Day one. Deception. I think that's part of the plan too. You're supposed to figure it out and make your way through it. And that's what I'm trying to do as best as I can while keeping most of my marbles, even though I've lost about half of them by now, according to many people. Losing more every day. But like I told someone else yesterday, being considered crazy in this day and age, that's a badge of honor. Now, okay, so Elon Musk is going to have people on Mars soon. Okay, well, I got a bridge to sell you. You believe that? I got a bridge to sell you. All right, let's talk about this now. This is what today we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the Brooklyn Bridge. In particular, the Brooklyn Bridge, but many other things, including the fact that, well, let's start here. The Brooklyn Bridge is a hybrid cable-splayed suspension bridge in New York City, spanning the East River, blah, 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 longest suspension blending bridge, blah, blah. It was officially renamed the Brooklyn Bridge in 1915. The span was originally called the New York and Brooklyn Bridge. Great. So let's see, blah, blah, get over here. When did it does say it got completed? Description, deck, suspension span, approaches, cables. Look at all that info. Look at all that info on Wikipedia, which anybody can go in there and freaking write whatever the heck they want. Look, early Brooklyn Bridge tower plan from 1867. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know because, let me see, where did it go? We'll get back to that. Early Brooklyn Bridge tower plan from 1867. And I'm laughing at that because I've seen pictures from not too far after 1867, which show it completely built. But anyway, that's what got me started was the structure itself. The tower. All right, let's see. Look, here's the plans for the Brooklyn Bridge. Nice plans, nice artwork. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. 10 secrets of the Brooklyn Bridge. 138 years ago today, throngs of New Yorkers came to the Manhattan and Brooklyn waterfronts to celebrate the opening of what was then known as the New York and Brooklyn Bridge. 1,800 vehicles, 150,300 people, most of whom probably worked on the damn bridge, right? You would think it would have to be. Let me see. Hey, look. 1883, huh? 1883. Okay. The idea for a Brooklyn-Manhattan bridge was as old as the century. Yeah, everybody wants to build a bridge. When construction actually did start, the bridge was considered symbolic of new age. Okay, what year we got here? Here's the cables. This is sometime between 1872 and 1887. Okay. Now this is what I first started wondering about. The towers were crucial to the bridge's success. Many of the bridge's construction challenges, which delayed the project for so many years, were solved by its identical 268-foot-tall towers. Architecturally, they were distinguished by twin Gothic arches, 2 in each tower, which allowed the roadways to pass through, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there's the towers. There's some more towers. There's some people crossing the bridge. Don't they look fancy going to church suits? Okay, let's see where else we go in here. Am I done with this page? All right, whatever. There's a bomb shelter. So much for that. Okay, so now this is a picture I first came across. This is from, it doesn't give a year, but it's the first picture I found of the Brooklyn Bridge Tower. And it looks to me like it's in a similar style to what are known as Tartarian Buildings, right? These old structures that were in New York, basically before people came to New York. To get into that, let's see. Let's go over here, right? Tartarian, buildings like these. We're not going to get into that this time around, but Google Tartarian architecture, Tartarian buildings, Tartaria itself. Look at these buildings that are in New York. They're all over the US. They're all over Europe. They've been here since before the Indians, which is interesting. A lot have been dug up. Research the mud flood also. These are lots of things we're going to get into, but history is not what you've been told. So here are the Tartarian buildings. Here's the tower again, which you never see them building any part of that. Here is the only picture I found without the top of the tower on it. Now, it's the only picture I found. It took a long time to find it. We see a couple of cranes out there. What I see is, I'm thinking they're refurbishing, not building, like they do with many things. Another thing which many people don't want to point out, hey, look at that nice building right there. Another thing which many people fail to point out is that there was Photoshop before there was Photoshop, meaning they've been tricking pictures since they've been making pictures, since they've been taking pictures. But anyway, this is the only one that I found of a halfway built tower for the Brooklyn Bridge. There you go. Look at that thing. Why wouldn't they, if they are documenting the process, wouldn't you document the building of the foundation? It's the most important part of the building or the bridge or whatever it is that you're building. Okay. Let's get to some more pictures here. As we can see, going through the New York Public Library's digital collections, these are old construction pictures of the Brooklyn Bridge, or old Brooklyn Bridge pictures. See that? Hey, here's one. What is this? What do we got here? This is Miss Linda Gilbert's plan for making use of the Brooklyn Bridge towers as observatories. All right, now this one I dig because, I mean, look at this thing. This is what they wanted to do on top of the Brooklyn Bridge and probably all the others. See that? See that? See that? See that? It's not a cathedral. Nobody's praying in there, or they might be. But I don't know. I have this theory that these towers were up since about the same time as all those buildings, all those old buildings in New York. They were built a long time ago with technology either we no longer have or we forgot. Oh my God. Yeah, Tartarian. Why are these buildings like this? Why do they have these towers? Why do they have these antennas? It's for free energy. More info on that some other time, maybe. But let's get to here. All right, look, they built the bridge, right? Here are these guys happily hanging on the bridge. Woo, yeah, guys. Yeah, here we go. But what happens? Hang on. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Let's look at these guys proudly hanging on the bridge after it was built. Okay. There we go. All right. Guy number one. Hey there, dude. How are you? How you doing? Just chilling. Just chilling. Not a care in the world. I mean, I know they were ballsy and all, but there's a couple that, what's this guy leaning on? What's this guy leaning on? He's got that great balance, huh? Wow, that's interesting. What about his buddy here? He's actually leaning back. Leaning back. Okay. And then this guy, look at him. Oh, Ballsy Johnny, Ballsy Johnny, Ballsy Johnny, Vinny the Fish, Ballsy Johnny, Vinny the Fish, Joe Blow. Yeah. Okay. Well, my point with that is there was Photoshop before there was Photoshop. Oh my God. So this is going to be brief because I feel like it's Christmas. Got to celebrate the birth of, the baby Jesus. But anyhow, if you're interested in any of these topics that I've even started to delve into, there are 3 videos on the Stolen History channel on YouTube. One of my favorite channels, but they are amazing. Amazing. I mean, I don't believe everything. There's a lot that I think is nonsense as of now. Like I used to think a lot of things are nonsense, which now I fully believe, right? It's called evolving. But go to this channel and at least check out part 1, 2, and 3 of Stolen History because he says it a lot better than I would be able to in a long time. Another guy I would like to mention is UAP channel. This guy gets into lots of things, including fake NASA footage, the moon landing. We'll get into that some other time too. Flat Earth, lots of interesting topics, which if you take the time to listen with an open mind, you'll start going, holy crap. Holy crap. Yep. So that's that. Ain't that something? Where am I? Let me see. Okay, here we go. All right. So anyhow, that's today. It's Christmas. Hope you're all out there doing lots of good things with all the people you love. Most of the ones I love aren't here, spending Christmas exploring. That's what you got to do, folks. You got to do what you got to do. The main thing you got to do is stay sane. Let's make sense common again. Make sense common again. If something seems fishy, it's fishy. I know it. I like fish. So there you go. Okay? So I will see you next time. I don't know when, but we'll talk about some other crazy shit. All right? Cheers.